Hello everybody, welcome back to Future Wrestling here on the Nerds Are Us channel. I'm joined by my roster as ever, so before we start the show, let's get right into it and introduce our characters. So on my left here is our indie darling and a member of the Youngblood Tournament, Kira. You've been doing well so far in the tournament, I think it's fair to say.
So far, we'll have to wait and see how many points I can add to my tally.
Indeed, indeed. Well, here's the thing. Like, I mean, you shaved one head, so I think that's. I don't know if that's a mark of quality. Maybe we should have written into the fine print that was like bonus points or something. But
I was debating the eyebrows, but
you have to leave the man something into you after all. But in any case, yeah. So Violet Storm is one of the members of our Youngblood tournament and has been doing relatively well so far. Has to be said, but tougher competition tonight against Calpeer. So let's see how that goes. On my right then is our current and reigning future world champion, Foxy. Oh, it's so weird saying that. Tell us about Silver Fox.
Because it'll never fucking happen, that's
never fucking happen.
Hold on. It happened here. This is real.
This is canon. It's locked in. This is real life, man. It doesn't get realer than this. That wrestling shit is fake. RPG.
So, yeah, I'm playing Lucha... let me restart that. I'm playing Silver Fox, the luchador who is now the champion, trying to prove that he is worthy of that championship.
Indeed, indeed. And he's had two very tough challenges already in the Dragon Slayer Kazero, Japanese star, and a Mexican star in Negredo. So now he's going all European on us this week by taking on Vladimir Kaiser, who the last time we saw him was sitting in a bed of barbed wire thanks to Calpeer. So, you know, hopefully he's recovered by that point. I don't think he cares either way. Moving on then. So to my bottom right then is Mr. James Rage, a really nice guy. Really nice guy. I can't say fairer than that. Welcome back to the show, by the way, Jamie.
Thank you very much.
Bit of a sabbatical. You're in a training camp. That's the reason you weren't around.
Absolutely.
And we won't say anything otherwise.
Nope.
So tell us about James Rage. What's been happening with him over the last 2 weeks?
James Rage, over the last 2 weeks, we'll explain more on the show, but he has been away, but not so far away.
Oh, yes. It was revealed last week that he was the assailant that took out Cyrus Gould and fractured his jaw, which meant that Cyrus Gould is out for a prolonged, period until Kev's back on the show. Basically, that's how this works. I'm not pretending I'm a fucking soothsayer here. All right, let's just say it's just like.
I hope his jaw is wired shut with gold wiring.
I would like to think that's the case, although gold is particularly frail, so that'll go terribly.
It is. It's a soft and malleable metal. Gold by name, gold by nature.
Well done. I love
and
gold.
I'm just going to add 1+ heat to Cyrus Gould. There we go, smashing. And last but not least, obviously, is our good friend Jerry. Jerry, you are in a hardcore match tonight as part of the Youngblood tournament.
Yeah, looks like
He's hardcore. He's hardcore. He's hardcore.
Well, we don't know yet. It depends on what fucking weird suit he's in this week.
I have my sights set to be blasting off to get 2 wins out of 2 for the Youngblood tournament.
And is that a hint? I wonder. Interesting. So we'll see how that goes. Yes. So let us start off the show then. So we cut to the arena. We have our usual opening titles that you would have seen before I made this preamble, and we get welcomed in by our announcers Mike Dublin and Kratos O'Neill, going, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Future Wrestling Arena here, as we are going to join you for another exciting week of professional wrestling here. We have the Youngblood tournament. We have Silver Fox and Selena in action later on. Oh, sorry, we seem to be cutting the camera backstage. Is that what? Yeah, it's exactly who I think it was. It is James Rage. He has arrived at the arena, fashionably late as ever, it seems, but he looks like he's getting escorted there by our producer Kim into Carl Decker's office. Let's see, we can get a camera there now. Let's see what's happening there. So James Rage knocks and then enters quickly. Decker's at his standing at his desk there going, oh good, you actually arrived this week, that's nice. So I think I'm owed an explanation, pal. What the hell's going on?
Let's make one thing clear. I'm not here to explain myself. I'm not here to justify myself to you or your VCR colleagues. I am here to set the record straight. Cyrus Gould was a hypocrite, a liar, and a narcissistic bully, and he got everything that was coming to him. Now, you can wrap up your narratives and make me the villain if you truly want to, but I really don't care anymore because I'm just going to go where I want and do what I want. And if you've got a problem with that, ask Cyrus Gould how it went for him.
Yeah, I think I might do, because thanks to you, I had to pay out on his assurance. Okay, we don't know how long he's going to be out, right? Because you did such a smashing job on his jaw. I now have to try and work around what you've done. So well done. Props to you for that. But here's the thing with that, okay? This little agenda you have against Cyrus Gould is going to have to wait for another time, because I have to deal with you first, all right? You should be thankful I've allowed you to walk into this arena unattended without security. You should be thankful I'm not charging you for assault. So explain to me how exactly I'm supposed to deal with that, because you didn't learn how to kick out of a roll-up.
Most devastating maneuver.
In sports
You see,
entertainment.
Decker, here's the problem. I've been here. I was here. I was here when Cyrus met his demise. To make things clear, I go where I want. I do what I want. Cyrus Gould cost me my destiny. He cost me from ascending and attaining the future of wrestling title belt. That belt was supposed to be emblematic of me being the future of this industry, the only hope this industry had of having a future. He tried to cost me that, and he did, and he paid the price. So Kyle, let me ask you, what do you think is going to happen if you do the same?
Are you threatening me now? Is that it? You just want to keep knocking people out until you get what you want. Here's the thing, pal. I don't let cowards be my champions. Okay? You might be able to spark Cyrus Gould out after a match. Well done. Anybody can do that. Okay? But here's the thing. It just so happens I need contenders. But I'm going to make you work for it, because that's the way it should be. So how about this? I was supposed to have a triple threat on the card tonight, but how about that? Let's scrap that altogether. If you want a title shot at Silver Fox, you're going to beat all three of those competitors in sequence. One by one by one. If you run the gauntlet, then we'll talk.
You want to talk about things that haven't been done. Look to your monster. Look to Cutter. Look to that beast of a man that nobody else has been able to leave a goddamn mark on. I left him laying. So you know what? Send 3 cronies, send 10. I really don't care. I'll be out in that ring.
Good, because your match is next.
I mean, yeah, I already left.
I love that. If he's in character going, yeah, I've already left. I'm mentally upset. He's actually
Sir, he's already left.
yeah, it was just like a dust cloud, a really angry dust cloud.
I was just hitting my stride.
Oh, I had a punchline and everything. Shit. So, in that case, Jamie,
Spend the rest of the show trying to get that punchline out there, and it's failing miserably.
It's gone. It's done. Okay, so
Sorry.
Jamie, give us a look roll on that. So,
I will. Jesus. That's rough. Okay. It's 9.
that's a 9. That makes it an 8. So you get some momentum starting your match then. So with that in mind, then we have a brief little bit of respite as the commentators recap what we've heard, and they all call you a horrible mean person for what you've done, but they don't have much time to react because
I didn't know who to hand this load gun to. Like, it just seems to be smoking at a barrel. Who's shooting?
Exactly. It just seems to be quite a lot of honesty going around in that office. But let's go to ringside as we have this apparent gauntlet, very impromptu gauntlet match right here on Future Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is a gauntlet match scheduled for 1 fall and 3 opponents. If James Rage
Big one ball 3 times. What?
Yeah. Introducing to the ring first, weighing in at 230 pounds from the Asylum Bank Camp, James Rage. Jamie, talk us through.
Okay, so yeah, he possibly not even coming from the back. If there's like a side entrance from directly from Kyle's office, he's making a point here, like at the side of the stage or whatever. But yeah, no pomp and circumstance to it whatsoever. Just out rolls into the ring, turns around, and just let's be
Folks,
having
it doesn't get any more impromptu than that, does it? James Rage, still in his training gear, still carrying his bag, is walking straight out to ringside and is warming up right in front of us here. This does not get as challenging as this for anyone walking into this promotion, walking into this arena, expecting whatever he was getting. But now he's got 3 matches in one go. But he needs to do it if he wants to prove he is going to be number 1 contender. So let's see how this goes. Introducing opponent number 1. Weighing in at 241 pounds, hailing from the greatest country in the world, the United States of America, Captain Jack Freedom.
He's gonna get killed.
Well, folks, we did mention earlier on, Carl Decker mentioned earlier on that there was meant to be a triple threat match featuring this man and the 2 other people soon to arrive here. But plans have changed, and Jack Freedom will now have to face someone he wasn't scouting up previously. But the same goes with James Rage. I'm sure they've made their homework on each other. But this is a very impromptu environment. Let's see who takes advantage of these very exceptional
please be a one shot.
circumstances.
Please be a one shot.
So come on,
Oh,
Jack Freedom.
please.
You've
Get a
mentioned-
12. Roll a 12, James. Roll a 12.
We don't care. We'll let you slide with this. Just say 12.
So we know Jack Freedom's like gimmick at this point. He's got his flag. He's got his usual malarkey. So he gets booed out of the audience, and everyone's kind of going like, "Oh, actually, would like it, James Rage smash this fucker rope. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, it'd be funny." So I'll give a cheeky roll here. James, can you beat a 5?
I got an 8.
An 8. That'll be a trick. You've got initiative here. The bell rings. James, take control.
How much momentum do I have?
You have 2 momentum.
Okay, I'll roll. Okay, I have an 8.
Okay.
I'm going to add the 2 momentum,
Okay.
if that's okay.
Go
And
for
I'm
it,
going to
yeah.
catch him in the guillotine. Going to roll
Immediately.
straight through as he's like, even as he's coming through the ropes. If I could catch him on pace, I'll just drop back and roll through and just wrench it.
Oh, okay. Let's see. And the commentators go, well, this shouldn't be a surprise that he's gone for his guillotine early, catching Jack Freedom unawares. The bell has rung indeed, just to confirm. But let's see if Jack Freedom has enough to kick out of this. He's flailing, he's grabbing for the rope, and he's going to have to do a little bit better than that. And he does grab the rope. Jack Freedom breaks out of the guillotine early, but it's still going to be all James Rage here. He's coming in with a head of steam here at the moment. So let's see. Jack Freedom's going to push you away, and he's going to go for a clothesline.
Break
which
his
he will
jaw.
hit. So he's going to hit a clothesline. He's going to rung again. He's going to go for a power slam. Will that hit? It will not. So he's going to go for a running power slam. You're going to slip out of it, and you're back in control, James.
I'm just going to back up a little and catch him with a running bicycle knee to the face.
Ooh, very
Oh,
nice.
shit.
Nice wheel roll for that. Give us a straight roll for you, James.
7.
7. Ding, ding. That'll hit his mush right where it needs to hit. Continue on.
Okay, as he goes down, I grab the arm closest to me, pick it up, and with my outside leg, I just start kicking him in the side of the head.
Quite violent. Quite violent. I like it. Another real roll for that, please.
Ooh,
A
6.
6. Okay, so he's going to block some of the kicks there, and he's going to
Okay.
push you off then. And
Okay.
let's see then. We get a bit of separation. And Jack Freedom is going to go for a spine buster, which he will hit. So again, commentators going, well, as I said, like neither of these, one competitor had a warm up before this match, the other one did not, and that's perhaps showing in the early stages of this contest as Jack Freedom takes control. He's going to go for his signature pump handle slam, but James Rage has reversed it. He's reversed it. He's now behind Jack Freedom. What's he going to do?
Oh, I'm putting on the full Nelson.
Okay. All right. All right. Now, there's special circumstances for this, right? When you do something like this, I'll ask you to spend your momentum, right? But in return, you're going to roll on the heat you have at Cyrus Gould.
Okay, that's like +4, isn't it?
It's currently +2.
Oh,
So this is a
really?
plus. Yeah, this
Okay.
is gonna be a +3 roll.
Oh, okay.
So go nuts.
Go nuts.
12 critical.
Have the medics on standby.
Beat that bitch.
So it's just go boom. What? The guy gets tossed around. Like, good God, I have never seen a 240-pound man tossed around like that. That is exceptional. And I don't know, credits, if you noticed there what move that was. It looked very reminiscent of someone who's, let's just say his name rhymes with bold. I wonder, is that a message of some kind to both Cyrus and Kyle Decker? So Jamie, you're in control again. You gained an audience for that, by the way, as well.
Sadly. Okay. If he's... So that was not the submission, no?
If you want to go for submission, I was thinking more of the full Nelson slam, but if you want to go for the like the master thing, yeah, we can do that
Yeah,
too.
I was like literally copying Cyrus's finish.
Yeah. No, that is absolutely fine. We can do it that way instead. So in that case, you have him like snapped in, and like Jack Freedom like passes out. He's gone like it's like, and again, like the commentator still kind of rolls through. He's been tossed around like a fucking ragdoll, and the referee just goes, no, that's it. He's out.
Done.
So you throw him out of the fucking ring, and yeah, you motion to the camera. It's like, well, folks, that was violent in its execution. But again, I can imagine someone back in a hospital bed being quite livid if he is watching this right now. I'm sure he is. But James Rage has done the first part of his task, and now it's up to round 2. Ladies and gentlemen,
Sure, if he could, he'd be screaming, but he's doing it internally at the moment.
I would assume so, Kratos. I would assume so. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the first.
Orange.
Why are you turning orange?
I have no idea.
Life
You gotta-
changing.
Yeah.
Loompa.
Doopity Dage. Everyone.
Rage is building.
James Rage.
He's golden.
He's turning gold. Cyrus Gould is getting his revenge. Excellent stuff. So the announcer cuts in then and says, ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the first fall, James Rage. And introducing his second opponent.
And go all Goldberg. Who's next? You're next.
Weighing in at 189 pounds from Guadalajara, Mexico, Negredo.
They're getting lighter and lighter.
So, we saw this fella last week, folks. This is the incredible, talented luchador who took Silver Fox to his limits last week. And indeed, he's going to try and do the same thing here with James Rage. He's rushing down to the ring. Negredo not wasting any time. He wants to try and catch James Rage cold. And he's going to go for a Hurricane Rana, but James Rage has caught him. He's caught him in the Hurricane Rana position.
Oh dear. Oh, that poor fucker.
Out the ring. Out the ring.
Oh, so much I could do.
And so little time.
Possibilities are endless.
Not fucking buckle bomb. Just
Buckle bomb. Love it. Give us a power roll on that. +1.
8.
8, and the 1 makes it a 9, so plus momentum for that. Continue on, you're in control.
Okay. He's presumably now laid in the corner, so I follow him in with double knees to the chest.
Yep, give us a real roll.
It's a 7.
7 continues on, yep.
I back up, scoop him out. Oh, I get on top of him and I start raining down elbows.
Lovely. Yep, that'll be a real roll. And that is obviously working stiff as well. So again, it's a real roll. You got your MMA background. And yeah, that'll be an 8 because we're counting the MMA training in that as well. So job done. You hit the spark one, and the greater goal is obviously wincing. Commentators chime in going, well, we shouldn't really be surprised at that happening at this point here, folks. But that is still, it never gets any easier to watch when he hits that final elbow onto the jaw of his opponent. You can see why Cyrus Gould is currently nursing a fractured jaw. So James, continue on.
From there, I scoop him in the front face lock, roll over, cinch in the guillotine.
Guillotine. All right, then. So give us a roll on that then for your
Oh,
finisher.
lads.
12. That's it. Yeah. Ding. Fucking ding.
2.
Redundant. No need for the roll there. It was a critical submission, and Negredo choked out again.
Just
So
a
that's 2
formality.
people. Yeah, pretty much like. And so it's like, well, like I said, we know how good Negredo is, but he was just caught cold with that buckle bomb and the elbows down to the face and everything. It's been hellacious from James Rage. He really is showing why he may be indeed championship quality. So in that place, the ring announcer goes, ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the second fall, James Rage. And introducing his final opponent. Weighing in at 219 pounds from Kobe, Japan, he is the Dragon Slayer, Kazero. And then the commentators put in, well, folks, if this is the real challenge that James Rage wanted, this is it. An international superstar, someone who has taken 2 scalps in his career, as you can see from the trophies he brings to the ring. And again, another man who pushed Silver Fox to his limits a couple of weeks ago here on Future Wrestling. This is the acid test. This is what James Rage wanted. He needs to see if he can beat Kazero tonight. And that proves, without a shadow of a doubt, that he is #1 contender. So Kazero doesn't come in with a head of steam here. He takes his time, does his entrance. You know, you're living in his world, not the other way around. And he does his poses, and then he stands square to square in the ring. James Rage, what would you like to do to start off this match?
I would like to show him that he's in fact living in my world and extend my hand.
Very nice. Okay. And he will shake it. He will shake your hand. It's like, well, folks, I wasn't expecting a fair fight into the third fall of this, but obviously James Rage is still quite fresh from those 2 previous encounters. So let's see how this plays out. So we're both going to go for a spot here, James. What would you like to do?
Lock up. Oh, no, wait. Do the whole thing I did a few weeks ago where I look like I'm going to lock up and then follow through with the elbow.
Oh, yes. Yeah, like a hidden elbow thing. I like that. Let's see what Kazero could do. Okay, so Kazero is going to try and kind of roll out of that and give you a German. So give us a roll there if you don't mind. And 9, that trumps my 8. So yeah, you're going to go for the lesser spot of lock up and then quick elbow to the mush. So you've knocked Kazero silly here. What do you want to do?
Cool. So I have him on the back foot. He's stumbling backwards. I catch his hand. I have no idea where I'm going with this. I whip him off the ropes, and as he's coming back, I look to duck behind into a German on him.
Ooh, love it, love it. Yeah, that'll be a work roll. So that's a straight roll for yourself. That's 6. So what he's going to do is you're going to run the ropes. You're going to go for a German. And he's going to flip reverse it, basically. So he's going to land on his feet. And then he's going to go run the ropes himself. Springboard off the second. And he's going to go for a crossbody, but you're going to catch him.
Oh, dear.
You're going to catch him from the crossbody.
Okay.
Just thinking like you could just like as if you're going for a scoop slam, but put me into the Dragon Sleeper from there. Use his own like
deadly. Yeah, that's fantastic.
I've never seen a champion suggest to his contender what to do. That's something else. That's good. Yeah, that's not bad.
You're using his thing against them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, cool. I like that. Give us that'll be a work roll. Work roll on that.
Catch can.
And it works. Yeah, you catch him crossbody, like you go for a slam, but it's actually going to be a Dragon Sleeper instead. So everyone's again quite impressed with that. I think it's fair to say. Let's see if Kazero can break out of it. Yeah, he's good, isn't he? He's good. This is why he's the wrestler. So Kazero is going to be in there for a while, but he is going to break out of it in the end with a few elbows to the gut. So what's Kazero going to do? That's a nice roll for Kazero. So he's going to go for what's he going to go? He's going to toss you out of the ring is what he's going to do. He's going to run the ropes, vault over the ropes, and hit you with a tope. So a nice vault over the ropes. Crowd's kind of liking that. I think it's fair to say. He's going to bring you back into the ring, and he's going to motion for the King Arthur, his Shining Wizard finisher. Right? So he's going to sit you up in the middle of the ring, and then he's just going to make his motion, runs in, goes to Shining Wizard, you duck, and he crash lands. So he's kind of like he's still in the ring, but he's on the apron. So James, you're back in control here.
Okay. He's in. Wait. He's
He
a bit on
basically,
the
like-
apron, or he's.
Yeah, kind of like when you duck, basically he was like in a crumbled out position. So he's kind of like got himself like lying on the apron, let's say.
Oh, okay, so slid out under. That's
Yeah.
cool. Sorry. Okay. So I go over, grab a hold of the ropes, kind of springboard myself over and hit an elbow on the part of him that's kind of exposed on the edge of the apron.
Oh, I like that. So like on his chest side. Yeah, that's good. I like that. I'm going to treat it as a luck roll, James, and -1.
Cool.
That is quite flashy. And a 10 makes that work. So yeah, job done. You're still in control here with that.
Okay, so I reposition him so his head is hanging off the edge of the apron. I back up and I charge him with a bicycle knee to the side of the head.
Love it, love it. That'll be a real roll then, if you don't mind. And a 9, yep, that makes it work as well. So 2 nice solid hits to Kazero there. You're still in control.
Okay. I slide in, I back up, I beckon him to get to his knees, and then I take off to hit him with, was it the King Arthur?
The King Arthur, the Shining Wizard, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Let's see. So, you obviously won't have any heat with Kazero, but I'll ask you to spend maybe, let's say, 2 momentum on that. All right. So it'll be a +2 roll on that.
Christ.
Yeah, good thing too. So yeah, that's a 9. So you hit the King Arthur. So are you gonna go for the pin, or are you gonna leave it at that?
I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'm gonna scoop him up. How much momentum do I have? Any momentum?
You currently have 5.
5. Okay, I'm using all of that momentum after I scoop him up into the guillotine.
Into the guillotine. Okay, so give us a roll on that. So
we're ending this,
and that is a 9 with a 14. So nice and critical. And after some struggling, so like he's gonna like try and wriggle out of it. He's trying to go in, but you're just gonna like lie back and just pull it in, and he's no other option. He's gone. He's tapping out. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, James Rage. Well, folks, James Rage does not do things by half measures. He's just beaten 3 individuals you could have feasibly said could have been championship contenders, but in quick succession as well, no less, making quick work of 3 of our top stars here in Future Wrestling. I don't know if that needs to be enough of a message to Kyle Decker, but I think that is it. Could we declare James Rage as #1 contender? We'll have to find out from the man himself, but really this is a statement of intent from someone who has clearly been polishing up over the last 2 weeks. He was not here at the show, but if you're Cyrus Gould watching from your hospital bed, you must feel quite conflicted right now. Same as Silver Fox. He now has to deal with this man next, potentially. We'll see what happens. As James Rage is taking his bag and he's leaving throughout the crowd.
Just before I leave,
Go for it.
I don't hold on to the submission for long after the victory. Like there's a respect there for Kazero, but I did just slay the Slayer. That said, before I leave, I do shake his hand while he's lying there all unconscious and shit, just because I like that spot. So
no, I think I'm happy with that. I'll let you work away with that. So that's good. And and off James Rage goes into the night. So the commentators chime in going like, well, folks, that was as impressive a showing you're ever going to see here of Future Wrestling. Literally, the man was not in the building 20 minutes ago, and yet he's now had to face 3 men in quick succession and beaten all 3, crucially. It doesn't get any stronger than that. We'll try and hear from Silver Fox later on in the show to get his thoughts on it, because I'm sure that's really piqued his interest right about now. But so Silver Fox does have more to focus on tonight, as we still have our main event to come, which is his match against Vladimir Kaiser. But we're going to cut back to ringside and we're going to move on with the rest of the show. We cut to our ring announcer who says, ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is a standard rules match in the Youngblood Tournament. This match is scheduled for 1 fall.
1 fall!
With a 15-minute time limit. Introducing to the ring first.
15.
Quarter of an hour.
Jesus.
Weighing in at 165 pounds from Manchester, England, Michaela Joyce. So, again, one of our NPCs, but the kind of the hotshot talent that would be king, as it were, comes from a long history of a wrestling lineage. And again, she's started off relatively well in the tournament. She drew last week with Conor Locke after they went over the 15-minute time limit. In hardcore rules, no less, but or in normal rules rather. But yeah, it's going to be a type of match for her. So let's see how she gets on in this. And introducing their opponent. Weighing in at 240 pounds from Sandyford, Dublin, Damon Garrick. So, last week on Future Wrestling, this man had his head shaved. And that has quite the impact. He has now a kind of a shaved head. He's gone kind of like, not skinhead, but a fairly tight cut. And he's changed his gear as well. He's no longer into flannel and jeans. He's now got actual like wrestling tights, as it were, kind of black with like white kind of mesh, like barbed wire kind of gear. Quite generic starting out, but it's starting point for him, I suppose. So yeah, we'll see how he goes from there.
Every wrestling trainee's first gear.
That's kind of what I was going with, to be honest. So yeah, that's it. But yes, I will briefly correct myself because I made a mistake with the ring announcing. It is actually hardcore rules. This match, Michaela Joyce and Damon Garrick. So because Michaela had her normal match last week, I was wondering why my notes looked wrong there, but however. So the bell rings and we get our match then. So again, it's going to go fairly close to the time limit, about 13-14 minutes. And it's going to be a fairly even out as both like wrestlers try and kind of figure out how this hardcore wrestling malarkey works, because as we saw from last week, Damon Garrick didn't take too kindly to it. But again, lads, character development is going to take place here, where Damon's going to like work into the match, warm into it. He's going to start using his spots. He's going to use chairs. He's going to use his kendo sticks. They're going to have a nice little lightsaber battle in the middle of the ring. That's kind of cool. And then Damon Garrick is going to hit a razor's edge into a table, and that's your finish. So Damon Garrick is going to beat Michaela Joyce in this match. And the commentators go, well, folks, I don't think many people gave Damon Garrick a hope in hell to win this match. But there you have it. He's proven us all wrong there. And he's now off the mark in Group B of the Youngblood Tournament, now sharing the top spot with Calpir Calvala. Interesting times there in that group. And I have to say, the new look maybe has done the trick for Damon Garrick here, because certainly it was a rude awakening last week, but maybe it was exactly what he needed. In that case, the commentator chimes in again and says, ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is a submission match in the Youngblood Tournament, scheduled for one fall and a 15-minute time limit. Introducing to the ring first, weighing in at 175 pounds from Sandyford, Dublin, she is the influencer, Dahlia Thorne. So, folks, you've seen of her last week. She had a hardcore match with Calpir. As best she tried to make it a draw, park the bus. Didn't work. she met her match in the end. But so yeah, she didn't seem too happy about it, and she doesn't seem too happy about this one either. It's not really going well. She's trying to, like, put on a brave face, as Foxy's indicating there, but she's not having a good time in this tournament. She really fucking isn't. I think that's fair to say.
Isn't that what they all do?
Pretty much, yeah. Fairness. So, with that in mind then, introducing her opponent. Weighing in at 190 pounds from New Orleans in the United States, Davina Laveau. So we saw this rather interesting character last week as she took on Alan Morph. Kind of a very kind of voodoo themed, comes out with a fire stick and like the similar kind of garb to go with. So yeah, she's quite a character, quite like sultry, but also quite spooky in equal balance. So very much the polar opposite to Dalia Thorne, who's about as white as the deep snow. So we get onto that, and the commentators put in going, well, folks, these are two incredibly interesting talents in the ring, beaten for the first time, as you may expect, but under submission rules. We're not sure what Dalia Thorne's technical mastery is, but neither do we think of Davina Laveau. We haven't seen much of her from last week. No doubt more to come in this contest. And shockingly, this one does not last long. This one goes a grand total of 6 minutes as Dalia Thorne tries to do a submission move, but doesn't know how to do it, which is an armbar. She keeps doing it wrong, and the referee just goes, no, you have to go over, for fuck's sake. And goes over, and like Davina just goes like, this is... Yeah.
Imagine if the ref actually demonstrated, here's how you do it.
And like, it would nearly go that far in that fairness, but like Davina is enjoying this. Like she's not getting any, like taking any damage whatsoever. She's laughing through the whole thing. Because again, she's got the kind of weird kind of spook, like sinister vibe off her where she's just toying with this poor girl. So like every time like Dalia tries to go for something, Davina will just like do something awful, like push her off the top rope or, you know, like throw into the ring steps, that type of deal. So she is a heel, just to be clear. Does a few high diving spots, but ultimately she rolls her into the ring, which we find out is actually a finisher, which is a stranglehold was a straitjacket choke, which is the I believe the what was it called? Was it the Terry Thatcher had it once? Can't remember the name of it.
Yeah. It's a straitjacket. That's why.
Yeah, is it a straitjacket choke? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
so yeah, use the two arms. Yeah. So yeah, she puts it in there, and she is that move is called Capri Sans Corps. To anyone who knows their Haitian French, means goat without horns, and looked it up to see what that means. But yeah, she locks in the Capri Sans Corps, and Dalia Thorne taps out immediately because she's getting choked out. So with that in mind, Davina Laveau gets off the mark as well in Group B, which is looking quite interesting now as the commentators chime in saying, well, folks, this is Group B is looking like a very competitive outfit right now. We have 3 people on 2 points right now. 3 people who could just viably call themselves leaders, but that group will have to sift out eventually. We'll see what happens in the next few contests. So to break up the action, we get told we weren't about to have another Youngblood match, but then we get called by the announcers going, yeah, okay, so we are just about to have another match in the Youngblood Tournament here, but it seems like we are going to be hearing from, Pastor Fred Rose, who says that he's got something to tell us. We'll just cut to him now. So we go backstage and we kind of get this kind of like smoky kind of area, kind of like blacked off kind of taper. But we see like a pulpit, as you would see in an altar. And you just hear like some footsteps, and like Pete Rose kind of like steps up with a book basically and goes, ladies and gentlemen, I know I've been very quiet the last week or two, which is, I'm sure you is new to me as well. But over the last few weeks, I've had time to reflect about what's been going on between myself, Cutter, and other people in the environment. And I've noticed, I've thought of something that was always in front of me. It was looking at me in the face. That even though we've been trying so much to conquer future wrestling, I've realized that what we actually need to do is cleanse it. It seems so obvious, doesn't it? I have my instrument of salvation, Cutter. I have myself, the moral guidance, the moral compass that this company needs. And the thought occurred to me, who should be the first person that we can cleanse to reveal their sins and to absolve them, and indeed absolve future wrestling of them? Again, it was so obvious. The answer was in front of my face all this time. It was Selena. Now, Selena, congratulations on getting your cheap shot on me last week. But as I assure you, you don't feel like it's a cheap shot right now, do you? But that did give me some inspiration, and I decided to do my research, to gain knowledge upon you, Selena. And I've learned quite a lot about you. For instance, Selena is not your real name. Your real name is Lisa Rose. No relation, of course. But with that comes a lot more information. You see, I know about your family. In fact, your mother is a very successful businesswoman. In fact, one of the biggest names in Wall Street. Your father, similarly, is an estate agent with millions of lands to his name. Your brother a world-class attorney. Your sister, your sister is the same. On the opposite side, of course. And then there's you. A family full of successful Harvard graduates, people who run business, who are lawyers, who bring so much wealth and success to their family. But where did you go wrong, Lisa? Where did you go wrong? The beer. Your first bottle of beer is where you went wrong, wasn't it? And it's visually, at that point, you just lost everything, didn't you? You lost your degree. You got kicked out of college. And in that time, you decided you needed some sort of salvation. And instead of a lot of people going to the good book, you went to the wrestling ring. And it's fair to say, Lisa, your family didn't like that, did they? They didn't like the fact that you didn't follow in their footsteps and become the success you were born to be. No. They decided to exonerate you, to remove you, to excommunicate you from the family. When's the last time you've spoken to your mother? When's the last time you've met up for Thanksgiving? When's the last time you've seen your brother and sister, your birthday parties, their weddings, even their christenings? You missed every single one, didn't you, Selena? Because they don't like you anymore. And similarly, you don't like them. But that's one story, and I don't want to get too personal. Let's stick to your career, shall we? Your career in the independent scene where you made your big name as Selena Kyle. Now, Kyle, it seems so odd that you would just remove that name from existence. Almost as if that you were due to be wed to a man called Wayne Kyle, also a professional wrestler. And then there was a massive argument, wasn't there, Selena? A massive falling out over money. And how about you just could not stop drinking? You just couldn't stop. And Wayne, he decided to leave. He had bigger opportunities in the States, and he left you on your own. So when people always ask the question, what happened when you were champion and absolutely rapid and you were on top of the world waiting for these opportunities to come? That's why. You went into rehab. You went on the 12-step program. Yourself, another bunch of sinners tried to make themselves feel sorry for 6 months. And supposedly you're clean. I have no reason to disagree. But really, I can see it in your eyes, the grief, the sorrow, the trauma that you've experienced over your own mistakes. But don't worry, Selena. Don't worry, Lisa. Myself and Cutter are here to save you. We're here to make you a better person. Meet me face to face next week. Let us talk these things through properly, as adults. And I assure you, you will feel so much more better than that. You will feel saved. All you have to do is answer my call. Join me face to face next week. And let's see how that goes. This is the end of my sermon. Closes the book and walks off. So yes, so the commentator's going, well, folks, I don't really know how to...
That is one vile son of a bitch. He took that way too personally.
Yeah, absolutely, Kratos. I couldn't agree with you more. Like, we've all kind of enjoyed the antics of this very eccentric man, Fred Rose, but there was absolutely no need to bring in personal lives into this. Like, I don't even know half of that is substantiated. I don't know if we can even prove that. But ultimately, this is where we're at, and we apologize to anyone who may have been upset by that. But that little piece there from Pastor Fred Rose. But unfortunately, Selena is not here this week. She's recovering from her match against Cutter last week, so she's not available for comment. But I'm sure she'll be here next week to answer whatever that was from Pastor Fred Rose. Doesn't really give me a good feeling. I think I'll say that much. So with that in mind, the ring announcer rings in and goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is a standard rules match in the Youngblood Tournament, scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing to the ring first."
15 minutes. Jesus Christ.
Introducing to the ring first, weighing in at 221 pounds, heading from Helsinki, Finland, Kalpir Kalvala. So we've met Kalpir before, and well, once Tony was at the pay-per-view. That was about it. He is meant to be a playable character. Trust me on that. But he did get off the market in the Youngblood Tournament. Fucking Brock Lesnar. That's what he is. Whatever the finish is for that. Lesnar Rakkinen, maybe. Help us out there, Tony. But so anyway, he did get off the mark with a win against Alia Thorne under hardcore rules. So he was top of Group B, but now he's got some competition up there instead. So now he has to try and keep momentum going and see if he can beat Violet Storm here tonight. We'll wait and see how that goes. And introducing his opponents. Weighing in at 187 pounds, Violet Storm. At long last, a player character. Kira, take us through your entrance.
God help you again if I'm the first one.
Yeah.
All right, so I come out bopping, right? Having a look around. Hop down at a bit of a pace to the ring, around the ring, glad hand the audience, and then slide in. And just kind of go, okay, all right, how tall is he?
He's about 6'2", 6'3". He's pretty big. Like he's got a bit of height in him. So he's pretty big.
Right. Okay.
All right. So let's see then. So again, folks, it's fair to say Kalpir does indeed have the height and weight advantage here over Violet Storm. But Violet Storm does have that resourcefulness that she acquired in the indie scene, and we saw it last week in the backyard match, which was a resounding success from her point of view. But both of these two arrived as top of their group last week, and they need to keep this momentum going. So let's see how this goes. The bell rings. We've got 15 minutes on the clock. So let's see how this goes. So Kira, give us a roll.
8.
Lovely. Tony drew a 5. So Kira, you're in control here. Start us
Okay.
off.
I am going to go straight for the knee. I am going to go for like a kick to the straight all kick to the knee. I'm going to try and take out his base.
I like it. Give us a real roll on that, which is -1.
6.
A 6 out of 5. So you're gonna go for like a few like shin kicks, and he goes, haha, cute woman. So that gives the answer back to him. So he's gonna go for some sort of power move. He's gonna try and lift you up onto the turnbuckle, right? And we don't know what he's gonna do yet, because you have a chance to reverse this. You're currently on the turnbuckle. What do you want to do?
I want to try and go for Hurricane Rana then.
Yeah, perfect. Work roll, please. +1.
9.
9 with the 1 makes it a 10. So job done. Hurricane Rana, you're still in control. Continue on.
Okay, so if he's on the mat, I want to try and put a leg lock in. Just keep working on his legs.
Yeah, I like it. +1, so
8.
An 8, yeah. So you got the leg lock in, so you're kind of like just torquing the kind of the knee and kind of shin area. The commentators pick up on that point going. It's very interesting that Violet Storm is going for her figure 4 early here. I know it's not submission rules, but she does seem to be a very keen strategist when it comes to this. And Kalpir, naturally, with the height and weight advantage, this is probably the best way of taking the big man down. So Violet, continue on then. You're in your leg lock.
Okay. Then I am going to transition it into a Boston Crab.
Ooh, Boston Crab, like it. Yeah, give us another work roll. So,
9.
9. So you're going to lock in the Boston Crab. Nicely done. You got a bit of momentum from that as well. And Kalpir is going to struggle just a little bit, and then grab the ropes. So you've done some good damage on it. You release the Boston Crab, but you're still in control. So continue on.
Okay. So is he standing back up again?
He's getting to his feet, yeah.
Okay. Then I want to try and you take the step off of the bottom turnbuckle, try and get him into DDT, get him back on the ground.
Oh yeah, I like it. Good. Give us that'll be treat it as a work roll. So And yeah, and 10 with the 1 makes it an 11. Job done. That will do the trick, all right. So good, solid DDT. He's back on the ground. You're still in control.
Okay, then I want to get back into the figure 4.
Oh, you're going to lock into figure 4. Wow, going in early. Okay, so give us a roll on that, so. That's an 11. Nice snug figure 4. Lovely. That will do the trick. So yeah, it's in tight. Commentators chime in going, well, we're going for this early, it seems. No wasting time here. No draws in this match for Violet Storm. She's going to lock into figure 4. Let's see if Calpier has enough to break out. He's trying to reach the ropes. He just can't at the moment. So Violet, you're still in the figure 4. Give us another roll there. Let's see if you can keep the pressure on.
9.
9. So yeah, it's still in nice and tight. Can Calpier break out of it? And as you can see there, he's got an 11. So that will do the trick. He's going to power out of it. He's going to pull himself out of it and under the ropes there. And the referee asks you to break it up. So at this point then, Calpier with that nice roll will take advantage. And ooh, that's a nice roll there. That's a 10. So he's going to go for a elbow to the mush. And because that's his style. The kind of the like roughneck style.
Smash.
Yes. Whatever the finish is for that. So he's going to continue on then. He's going to throw you over the ropes. So you're on the outside at the moment. So he rolls back in. As the commentators say, well, this is more of his element, as we've seen from previous matches. Calpier quite enjoys the action outside the ring more than inside. Let's see what he does with this. He's going to Irish whip you into the steel steps. So that'll do some damage to your shoulder. So he's going to continue on the assault. So he's going to try and hit you with the. He's going to throw you over the announcer's table. So you're going to vault over the announcer's table into the laps of Kratos O'Neill and Mike Dublin. But hello, just there like going like fucking hedgehogs. But anyway,
He's been feeding them.
They're fucking massive. So I'll give you a chance to kind of to take control back here now. So Calpier's going to hot dog after that, going like, yes, I am the winner. The referee's counted at 6, so you have a chance to come back from this now.
Okay. So if I can, I want to hop up onto the table if it hasn't smashed. And I want to try and go for a. I think. It's diving bulldog.
Diving bulldog. So yeah, he's I like that. So the camera kind of cuts to see you then kind of standing on the table, and you're gonna go for diving bulldog. Give us a roll, see if it works.
8.
An 8, and it does. You make it work. So you hit the diving bulldog, and he hits the kind of the ground. You're on top of him then. So the referee's counted at 8. What are you gonna do next?
I'm rolling back into the ring.
Rolling back into the ring. All right. I like it. Maybe you can win by countout. Let's see what Calpier does. Referee's counted at 9. He's not getting up. But then just before that, he slides into the ring just before 10. Just before the 10 count. So let's go for a straight roll here. So Kira, what spot would you like to do here?
Well, before he gets to his feet, I want to do springboard moonsault.
Springboard moonsault. I like it. Let's see what would Calpier like to do. It doesn't really matter. That was a really bad roll. So we're going to go for springboard moonsault. Give us a roll on that. So we're going to treat it as a luck roll, which is straight.
10.
That's 10. Lovely. That will do the job. So yeah, that's a springboard moonsault. Job done. You're still in control here. Continue on.
Okay. Then I am going to. How much momentum do I have?
You have 8 momentum at the moment.
Okay. I am going to go for a shooting star press from the top rope and spend 4 of my momentum.
4 on a shooting star. Okay. So again, the crowd's going like, well, folks, we would assume that she's going for the Gale Force moonsault, but she doesn't have her back to the ring. What on earth she's going for? She's going for a shooting star press, it seems. Violet, give us a roll. 11 with the 4 makes that stick very nicely. You gain an audience from that, and the shooting star looks fucking perfect. We get replays of it, the whole lot. Lovely stuff. What do you want to do next?
10.
You want to go for a pin? Right. Let's see if Tony kicks out. 1, 2, kick out just before 3. It's he did indeed kick out of that. So let's see. We're going to go for another 50-50 here. So Calpir is going to try and what's he going to try and do to try and reverse these? He's going to go for a quick scoop slam. What about yourself, Kira? What would you like to do?
Drop toad into the figure 4.
I like it. I like it. So let's go for a straight roll then.
9.
5. So yeah, you're gonna lock into figure 4 again. So that does the trick nicely. So you're in the figure 4. Give us a roll to see how well that works.
8.
An 8. Yep, that's it. It's in. Probably not as snug as previously, which gives Calpir an opportunity to wiggle himself out of it and grab the rope. So again, the commentators chime in going, well, like I said, the strategy is pretty clear here from Violet Storm, using that combination of agility and technical prowess to try and weaken that knee, and it seems to be working. That's the second figure 4 that Calpir has had to break out of so far. So Tony will not have control here. So Kira, continue on there. You're still in control of this.
Okay. And I want to try and push off the rope and use it as momentum into a suplex.
Okay, so you want to go for like a toss suplex almost. Yeah, cool. Yeah, give us a work roll on that. So
8.
an 8, yep, job done with a +9 makes it +1 makes it 9 rather. So yeah, that does the trick nicely. So good toss suplex, use the momentum against them, and you're still in control. So
so I want to forward up then with a leg drop onto his leg that I've been working on.
ooh, like it. I like it. Yeah, give us we'll get that a work roll.
6.
6 with the 1 makes it 7. So yeah, job done. You very much need to work set on that one. So yeah, you're still working off the leg. You're still in control of the match.
I'm back into a figure 4.
Sorry, yeah.
And a bridge if I can.
Okay, you're gonna go for a bridging figure 4. Okay, well, let's see if that works and give us a roll. 11. Yes, that will do the trick. So yeah, so again, the torque is there now. Let's see if Calpir can break out of it. Wow. There's your answer. He's matched your 11. So he's just gonna go gonna hit you in the fucking
again.
yeah. He's gonna hit you in the fucking abs. Like he's just gonna hit you square with an elbow, and that breaks the figure 4. It's like that looked like curtains there for Calpir, but with that one elbow to the guts, he's reversed the flow of this match. And as you can see, nice cheeky roll there. So he's gonna go for a what's the word? He's gonna go for a butterfly suplex. So toss over. So he's gonna keep his momentum going on that. And he's gonna go for Odin's Wrath. He's gonna set you up, put you on your knees, and he's gonna go for the Odin's Wrath. He's gonna miss it. Right? You're gonna duck the Odin's Wrath. This is where you take control. We have 5 minutes to go.
Okay, is he standing?
He's standing, yeah.
Okay. I want to go for a spear back into the figure 4 if I keep control.
Okay, cool. So we'll do 2 rolls for that then. So we'll do a roll for the spear first, which is a luck roll. So that'd be 0.
Okay.
And that works. So that's a 10. So this is now for the figure 4.
No, 6.
A 6. So he's gonna roll you up into a small package. Give us a roll.
Devastating move for future wrestling.
7.
1, 2, kick out just before 3. Everyone's going, whoa, close call. So Calpir has a rotten draw there. So Violet, you are back in control of this. He's going to go for a little bit of a back and forth. What do you want to do? You're going to take control. It's going to be a bit of like a chops and punches back and forth. You're going to win that exchange. So what do you want to do to finish that off?
I want to go for a standing drop kick.
Standing drop kick, cool. That's a look roll.
Okay, so it's 7.
That's a 7. So yeah, makes it work. So you kind of stagger him a little bit. He's not knocked to his feet, but he's staggered at the minute. So what do you want to do after that then?
Okay. Do I want to do? So I want to go for a roundhouse kick.
Oh, you want to go for his move then? Gonna give him a taste of his own medicine. Interesting. A lot of people nicking finishers this week. It's funny. So yeah, give us we're gonna treat it as a real roll, -1. Let's see if you can pull it off. You have 9 momentum as well, incidentally.
Okay. I rolled already, so
It's an 8 with the 1, makes it 7. So yeah, you still hit it. You still hit the roundhouse kick. Commentators go, "Ooh, taste of his own medicine there by Cal Peer. Nice, snug roundhouse kick." I don't think he liked that very much because he's already getting back onto his feet. So Kira, continue on here. He's coming. He's feeding back up again.
Okay, then I want to run off the ropes and double stomp to his chest before he gets back up.
Like it. I like it. Good. Yeah, give us a look roll on that. So at a
10.
10, that will do the job. So a nice double stomp there. He's on the ground. We are 2.5 minutes to go, Kira. What do you want to do?
I want to get the Gale Force. I want to use all my momentum.
You are spending 10. Okay. All right. Let's see how this works.
Probably needed.
Yeah, that'll do. It's a 17. That'll do the trick. So you hit the Gale Force moonsault. You're going to go for the pin. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Violet Storm. So, as you can see, lads, 13 minutes on the clock. There you have it. So, for our longest official match so far in the Youngblood Tournament. So, Kira, talk to the afters here. What's happening after this? So, your arm has been raised.
Not much afters, just not the head towards Calpair, roll out of the ring, walk back. Don't know.
Oh, indeed. Straight to the camera. I like it. I like it. The commentators chime in going, well, folks, I think it's fair to say whoever was going to lose this match was going to suffer a hammer blow in this competition. And indeed, Calpair now is back within the... Indeed. Oh, clever. So, yeah, he's now back in the pack. There are 3 people on 2 points in Group B and could very well end up being more than that if the next match happens. It ends up in a draw. But in terms of Group A at the moment, Violet Storm now is the clear leader with 4 points. But there's only 1 person left to play in Group A. Let's see how that works out. So Violet Storm still unbeaten in the Youngblood Tournament. So before we get into our next Youngblood match, we cut to Pete Thursday, who's managed to arrange a backstage interview fairly impromptu. At this point, going, yeah, how's it going, everybody? Sorry for the delay here, but I just managed to get Silver Fox here. I just found him warming up here backstage before his match. I just been able to get a few minutes of his time. Silver Fox, whenever you're ready there, I'd like to just have a few words. I've got this part out. I've got this part out. Good man, Jerry. Okay, so Silver Fox then, with his title around his shoulder, walks in and goes, and Pete Thursday then asks him the very important questions. So, Fox, I'm sure you were here earlier on when we saw what happened in the ring. An individual that you indeed perhaps beaten in the Fatal 4-Way, James Rage, has made a very massive statement tonight by defeating 2 people that you faced in the last couple of weeks at the same time almost. What's your thoughts on that? You must feel pretty intimidated.
Yeah, to be honest, like I am a bit intimidated. Like James Rage, he's no joke. Like I think I've said it before that like he is a legitimate threat. And if the powers that be choose him as my next contender, then I'm in for a hell of a challenge. But be that as it may, if he's gonna come after me, he better be in for a proper fight, because I'm not gonna back down just because of his experience. I'm just as experienced as well. Like I can wrestle anyone, but I'll show him I will be the better man. And his rage won't overwhelm me.
it's fascinating to see that, but like, and obviously we've seen over the last couple of weeks the various different sides of you to take on these international threats. Moving on to this week, then to tonight, in just a couple of minutes, you're going to be going up against Vladimir Kaiser, the Bavarian bastard himself. He's almost double the weight of you. What kind of strategy have you got to take on someone as massive as him?
I'm just going to go out there and do what I do. I'm going to be the smaller of the two. I've always been the smaller guy. So I'm going to use to my advantage. Now, if he gets his hands on me, it's going to hurt badly. But as I've proven over the last few weeks, no matter how much of a beating I get, I keep getting up and I keep going. So I will persevere and I will win.
Mr. Silver Fox, thank you for your time.
And you back off to your warm-up session with that in mind. So we come back to the arena and the bell rings. Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is a hardcore match as part of the Youngblood Tournament, scheduled for one fall.
One ball!
And a 15-minute time limit. Introducing to the ring first.
One ball!
Love it. Weighing in at 197 pounds from Inverness, Scotland, Connor Locke. So, the crowd's warming to this kid a little bit. He's, trying to hype the crowd up a little bit for him as the commentators give us the rundown on his performance in the tournament. Well, folks, himself and Michaela Joyce had an absolute barnstormer to kick off this tournament last week, but ultimately neither individual could pick up the win and had to share the points. So Conor Locke currently sits at 1 point, but a win tonight against Alan Morph will put him top of the Group A in the Youngblood Tournament. Let's see, does he have what it takes under rules, let's say, that perhaps are not his wheelhouse, but perhaps it may be the same for Alan Morph. But to be fair, it's kind of hard to tell with him as well what is his wheelhouse. I'm sure Kratos would agree with me on that one. And indeed, the ring announcer cuts in and goes, and his opponent, weighing in at 240 pounds, hailing from the Timon Woods in Dublin, Alan Morph. So again, we don't get much massive music, but Jerry, talk us through the entrance.
Like, first thing, do we have a Titantron in our arena?
We kind of, we do. And it's kind of shown like a jungle screensaver, as it were, with your name on it.
Okay, cool. But that goes black.
All
and
right.
A big R just descends on it like that.
Oh God.
And a human-sized hamster ball kind of comes through the curtain. And I always imagine it like the Tivoli, so it comes out, hits the guardrail, and then falls down the steps. A ball that's kind of reminiscent of this one.
Carry on.
And boom, it hits the steps. I pop out of it, wearing a cream onesie, the cat whiskers, and €2 taped to my forehead. And so, hop out of the ball, I walk around, I throw a steel chair into the ring, garbage can, and a kendo stick. Then I roll in, take the second rope, 2 hands in the air.
Love it. I love it. Yeah, that's Mike Dublin pipes in going like, well, folks, I'm sure this is a reference to something that I don't understand, but I think it's fair to say that Alan Morph has come prepared tonight with his hamster ball, with his toys in the pram, as it were. Let's see if this is indeed super effective or not for his match tonight on Conor Locke.
I was going to do the speech too, but I don't want to get us sued.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I totally understand. Oh God. That's it. I know you didn't. I know this is a total coincidence, Jer, but like because we had Katie Harvey on last week talking about like the Royal Rumble and saying that she looks like a Meowth, I'm now just getting this weird jarring fucking like duality of like, is this Meowth week or something on the fucking Nerds of Us channel? Are we standing Meowth now? Is that it? There's Katie Harvey there. Look at that. So in that case, then, so the bell rings. And indeed, if it's under hardcore rules, we have a chair and we have garbage cans in the ring already.
And
Of course, kendo stick, have foolish on me. So let's have an initial roll there to see who wins out first. Kind of like Snake Eyes. So you're going to win this.
I got 9.
You got 9. So you're in control here. Connor has already been spooked by this. He's more of a Digimon fan himself. So, you know.
Digimon, in fairness, was better. But anyway, I want to send my hand to him. Then I want to kind of loaf him because I have the €2. Get him in the headlock.
Yeah.
Headlock takedown, and then be like, when the crowd's all like, "What are you doing?" I'll be like, "You know, Rocket are the bad guys, yeah." And then he just start punching them.
I love that. Okay, we're gonna treat that as 2 rolls. So the first one is for the headbutt with this €2 coin. So that's a +1 real to you.
It's an 8.
An 8
It'll be
with
7.
the one makes.
Well, a 7 plus the.
Yes, sorry, yeah. So yeah, that works in, and now you're gonna do the whole headlock thing. So it looks, so you almost gonna make it look like it's gonna go for a nuggie and just go, what? No, we're the bad guys, and then go like. So everyone kind of enjoys that then. So that's another real roll if you don't mind, +1.
That'd be a 5.
With a 6. So you're gonna start going for punches to the head there, but Conor is gonna duck out of it, and he's gonna try and reverse it. Let's see what he does. So I don't know if you saw that there. That was a 12. That was a 12. That was a crit. So what's going to do? He's going to give you a fucking shoot German suplex into the trash can that was at the ringside. He's going to go and he's going to keep the bridge as well. So he's bridged you into the fucking garbage can, and it's going to be a pinfall. So the referee's counting. Jerry, give us a roll. 1, 2, kick out just before 3. Commentators chime in, going, "Well, folks, I don't think Conor Lock perhaps Conor Lock did actually mean for that incredible German suplex into the steel can there, but you can't deny that technical prowess to keep the bridge and go for the pin. Conor Lock is not one to be underestimated despite his inexperience in youth. So he's going to be still in control here. So what's he going to do? Okay, he's going to work around the arm a little bit. So you're kind of like your little cat arms he's going to try and focus on. So he's going to kind of do like the kind of spot where you kind of weaken the elbow, that type of deal. What is he going to do after that then? So he's going to keep with the arm, and he's going to go for old school. He's going to go for old school with the arm, but you have a chance here to reverse it. So he's currently on the ropes, and you two are connected with arms, obviously. So he's on the ropes. What do you want to do?
Can I reverse it, or do he hit it?
Yeah, you can counter it. You can counter it.
I want to pull him off into a scoop power slam.
Ooh, power slam! I love it. Yeah, I'll give you a work roll on that, which is a straight roll.
5.
A 5 with the 0 means that you're not going to be able to do the power slam. So I think you'd be better off. You're going to try and pull him off the ropes basically, but he's going to roll through in that case. And what will he hit? He's going to go for he's going to go run the ropes and try and go for a drop kick, which you will duck basically, and he'll kind of like get caught up in the ropes himself. So this gives you a chance to revert to take control of the Jar.
I want to grab, push him into the corner, hit CM Punk's running knee.
Yeah.
Then when I come down, hit him with a back elbow, grab him in a headlock like I'm going for Silver Fox's Bulldog. But when I run out, I stop and then turn into a neck breaker.
Ooh, nice. I like it.
Very nice.
Okay, that's good. I like that. I like that you're doing that. So yeah, we'll treat that as 2 rolls. So the first one is for the first set up to as far as the CM Punk running knee. So we'll treat it as a look roll, which would be 1. And if you make that work, then we'll treat the other one as a work roll, which is 0.
Okay. So first one was an 8.
8 with the 1 makes it work. So yeah, job done. So now you're moving into the Bulldog / neck breaker spot, obviously.
Ooh. 11.
And it's 11 with the 0. Yeah, so that's fine. So that works. That's nice and crisp. Good solid net breaker on that. So you're still in control here.
Can I go for a pinfall after that?
You can absolutely go for pinfall after that. Let's see if Conalock has to break out of it. 1, 2, kick out. Comfortable kick out there for 2. So yeah, continue on. So you're back in control, Jerry.
First thing I do, I pick up the bent clash can that I got German suplex on, and I hit him with it 3 times.
3 times. Okay. Well, let's see. How about that then? So give us three real rolls. So let's see if you can make it work.
6.
Okay, with the +1 gets you over the line, so that's 1 hit.
3.
A 3. So with the second one, he's going to do you like he's going to give you a drop toe hold, and you're going to hit into the can yourself. So he takes 1 hit, you take the other hit, but you still got momentum from it anyway, so that's fine. So in that case, he's going to try and take advantage, and what will he do? He's going to go for a submission maneuver himself. He's going to go for an STF, right? So he's kind of got you locked in with the legs here, but he thinks idea. So kendo stick just on the apron there, grabs it, and then locks it in as part of the STF. So now you're an STF plus kendo stick here at the minute. So give us a roll there to see if you can break out of it.
10.
10, you do indeed. So you'll find a way out of it. Obviously, the rope break doesn't really count in hardcore rules, but you are going to basically get kind of wriggle free out of it, basically, at that point. So you've reversed it, and now you're back in control. So continue on.
Okay, I grabbed the kendo stick.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's still holding on, and I hit him with an elbow to get him off it.
All right.
Hit him once in the ribs, and then hit him again, and he bent over on his back.
Okay. So we'll do the same thing there. We'll treat that as 3 real rolls. So to kind of get out of it, to kind of grab the kendo stick initially, let's say.
Yeah.
So go for that.
That one is a 8.
An 8, yeah. And then now this is for the first kendo stick hit.
Yeah.
11. That was critical. So you've hit him on the fucking noggin, like boing. So that's him doubled over, and you want to go for a second one then on his back.
Yep. This one is
a 10. So yeah, job done. That will do the trick. You gain +3 momentum from that. So now you're on 8, and you get an audience there for that second kendo hit, the first kendo hit rather. So yeah, you got him pretty hit flush there. So continue on, Alan. You're in control.
I want to pick him up and spend momentum to go for the finisher.
Oh, you're going for the Fiat Panda. How much do you want to spend?
How many do I have?
8.
8. I want to spend 4.
4. Okay, so this is a +4 on a finisher. Continue on.
It's a
9. Okay, so it's critical. It's critical. It'll go. So let's see if Conalock. Oh, you're helping. I didn't drop the dice. Now, let's see if Conalock can kick out of this. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Alan Morph. As you can see, 3. Didn't work out for him. So, Alan Morph, you obviously... hang on. I do have team music for the time this week. What am I talking about? Of course I do. There we go. So, Alan Morph, talk us through the afters.
Well, just after, like, he's just like, 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
He's all serious. He looks at his ball, realize he looks at the thing that came in and realize it's a ball. So he rolls out and starts playing with it.
Love it. I love it. So yes, that does the trick, obviously. So job done on that front. So again, the commentators.
And because by the song went 2-0 like that earlier, I'm going 2-0 again, but with the opposite hands.
Opposite hands, yeah, I like that. That's good. Because again, we never know. Like we don't know what happens if we have a split decision in the group. So we'll see what happens there. But again, the commentators chime in on this then going, well, folks, that was a pretty emphatic display, putting away Conalock in quick succession, it has to be said, all things considered. But yeah, that was exactly what Alan Morph needed. And indeed, this is how the groups look like at the moment. So Alan Morph and Violet Storm both share the top spot in Group A with 4 points. A good bit behind is Michaela Joyce on 1 and Dahlia Thorne on 0. But Group B is tantalizingly close, folks, with 3 people on 2 points, that being Cal Peer, Calvala, Davina Laveau, and Damon Garrett, with Conalock on 1 point. It's still all to play for in Group B. Now, before we leave you on that, let's give you the matches for next week's Youngblood Tournament results. We're just seeing here now. I hope you enjoyed your backyard match last week, because we've got 2 backyard matches next week. Here are the matches here. Alan Morph will take on Calpir Calvala in a backyard match, which should be quite interesting indeed for the makeup of those 2 groups. Michaela Joyce will also take on Devine Laveau in a backyard match next week as well, as Michaela Joyce tries to gain on the 2 leaders in Group A. Speaking of, Violet Storm will take on Conor Locke in a submission rules match. Conor Locke's wheelhouse, but can Violet Storm reign supreme? We saw that she had some technical prowess in that match earlier with Calpir. And finally, perhaps maybe the most interesting match in that group is under normal rules, but it's Dahlia Thorne versus Damon Garrick. We saw what happened. We saw what happened earlier on. Damon Garrick, perhaps a new lease of life with that makeover, but will he win against his girlfriend? Fascinating stuff there. Someone in the group stages had a sense of humor there, making up those groups. I wonder who that could have been. Mystery to us all. So there you have it. Those are your matches for next week's Future Wrestling show. Let's see how that goes. But with that in mind, as everyone kind of like, there wasn't much of a mess left from that match, has to be said. More so kind of knocked silly from that fucking kendo stick. Yeah, his bell was wrong, I think it's fair to say. So yeah, after that, then we get the ring announcer going. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your main event of the evening, which is scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
Introducing to the ring first. There we are. Weighing in at 310 pounds from Gelsenkirchen in Germany, he is the Bavarian bastard, Vladimir Kaiser. So, we get the same entrance as we did at the pay-per-view. The lights go dark, it starts raining on stage with the spotlight there, and he walks out in his garb, which is the long overcoat, the World War I helmet, and we just see the silhouette walking down to the ring, all the way down to the apron. When the lights do go up, you see him. We get a close-up of his very, very unfortunate face. He's been through the wars. And as you can see, when he walks into the ring, then goes over the 3 ropes, because he's quite large, and takes off the coat, and you can still see he's still got the marks on his back from the Calpir match. He hasn't, there's no plasters on them. He's letting them heal as they are. So they look absolutely horrible. It probably explains why he looks in the state he is, to be honest. I don't think, maybe he's allergic to plasters or something, who knows. But again, the commentators were marking that, going, well, folks, the last time we did see this monster in the ring, he had quite a rude awakening at the hands of Calpir Calvala. Let's see how he does against our future world champion, because again, a win here could put him into the conversation for that title shot. So, that in mind. And introducing his opponents. Weighing in at 201 pounds from Clondalkin, Dublin, he is the reigning future world champion, Silver Fox.
Yeah, I'm walking out, obviously I have the belt this time. Doing the pose on the entranceway. Then I gotta kind of drop down, because I know I'm looking at him. I know what I'm doing this time.
All right.
I'm gonna try and take him as seriously as possible. So I'm walking down a bit cautiously, but I'm walking down confidently. I get to the ring. I do a quick pose on the apron with the belt, and I get in, and then just hand the belt to the ref.
Well, you can see, folks, Silver Fox is all business tonight. He knows that he is in for an absolute war against one of the toughest, meanest, and most intimidating men in wrestling today. yes, you might argue that he did not show his callous side against Calpair a couple of weeks ago, but rest assured, folks, it is there. It's just waiting to be seen. And Silver Fox might just awaken that beast tonight. We'll just wait and see. The bells will at the ring, and the match, our main event for tonight, is just about to kick off. So let's go to the ring. So let's give ourselves a roll. So Foxy, give us a roll there. See how you go with that.
7.
7 here as well. So we're going to go for a bit of a stalemate. So perhaps we go for like maybe kind of like a wrestling exchange where like might start with a collar and elbow, overpower you kind of roll out of it, and we do a bit of a back and forth with it. So you might try and go for some kind of light offense, and Kaiser doesn't really kind of brushes it off. You go for drop kicks, kind of same thing. And then we go for like a little bit of a standoff then after that after kind of the third spot. So it's going to be the same again. So it's very 50-50 starting off. So I give it a roll there. Foxy, how about yourself?
6.
11.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So Kaiser is going to go for a big power move. I think it's fair to say. So he's going to take advantage of the kind of stalemate. You're going to squaring up to him. He kind of laughs at you. Going to kind of like give you one massive slap across the face. Which kind of doubles you up. Which kind of turns you then, and he's just going to like go for a electric chair drop. That's a nice move. So he's going to lift you up, electric chair drop, and vault you down into the ground like that. And he's going to stand over you then at that point. What will he do next? Christ on a bike. That's a 12. So he's going to go for a big power move. What he's going to do is he's going to kind of position you a little bit, going to ragdoll you about. And then he's going to kind of position you, look behind him, and he's going to go for a wheelbarrow suplex, and you're going to launch outside of the ring. You're going to go through the ropes, basically. So wheelbarrow suplex vaults you over, and you go over the ropes, into crash and burn over the apron. And the commentators go, good God almighty. I have never seen anything like that before. The feat of strength from this man to do that to our world champion again. Again, we've seen competitors get their moments against Silver Fox, but my God, that was hellacious from Vladimir Kaiser, throwing around this man like he's a rag doll. Jesus Christ, that's an 11. So, so Kaiser's going to go, all right, okay. And he just tells the two commentators, move. So the commentators do indeed do that. He's not going to clear the ring. He's not going to clear the ring. He's going to take you. He's going to choke slam, one up, one down through the table. Through the fucking table. And the commentators go, that has never happened before here on Future Wrestling. I don't know how much we have in the budget for tables, but good God, we're going to need a new one for next week. That was a ungodly chokeslam and only one hand, Kratos O'Neill, one hand against our world champion. If you're James Rage, you are licking your lips watching this German absolutely decimate what could be your next competition. So, and the referee's kind of like, we get a bit of separation at that point. The referees go and check up on you, and like they obviously are concerned for your well-being. So they tell Kaiser to get back into the ring. The count is stopped, obviously, because they want to check up on you. So we get like one. Yeah, obviously, Sonny Baloney, the referee, kind of makes his checks on you. You seem to be okay. There's a few kind of people, kind of like medic type people, as it were, going and looking at you, going, yeah, no, he looks okay, but he looks groggy, like so. Obviously, Foxy, you're kind of you're saying, no, I can do it. I'm fine. So at that point, then Kaiser tries to clear off the people then by just basically just going move. So at that point, it looks like you're going to go back on the offense, but you'll be happy to know you drew a 4, so you're back in control. You have a chance to get back here.
Yay! I'm kind of battered. So yeah, we're still on the outside. He's trying to grab me.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. So basically, I want to. If he's trying, I'm gonna duck out of his way. I'm gonna go to sprint. As he chases me, I'm gonna do the 619 around the ring post.
Ooh, I love it. Yes, that's a nice look roll, Foxy. Give us a straight roll on that.
Oh, just barely a fucking 6.
A 6. Ooh, okay. So he's gonna catch the 619. That's the thing. So he's gonna catch 619, and he's gonna basically what's he gonna do? He's gonna power slam you into the ring post, and he's gonna throw you back into the ring. With that. So yeah. So again, you're getting decimated here early on. So yeah, so he's gonna keep control with in that count then. So he's gonna roll, give get back into the ring, and he's going to basically just kind of grab you and start like smashing you across the map. Basically, he's going to go like that, kind of like you know, one of those spots where like you give the giants because they're shite, that type of deal. So so he's going to continue that for a while, and he's going to go down for a leg drop, which he hits, and he's going to go for a pin. So Foxy, you have a chance to kick out there.
What do I get now? I believe 9.
1, 2, kick out. Well before 3, so comfortable kick out. So I think Kaiser's going to take initiative again here, or is he? Okay, he's going to go. What's he going to go for? He's going to go for another leg drop, and he's going to miss it. So you're gonna roll out of the way of the second leg drop, and he's going to land plonk on his rather broken arse at this point. So Foxy, you have a chance to continue to take control here.
So yeah, he lands on his arse. So I'm going to use this chance to hit the rope and come back with a drop kick to the head while he's still on the ground.
Yeah, smashing. That'll give us a I'll treat that as a straight roll then.
Right on. 7.
7. Yeah, does the trick. So you hit the drop kick and you're back. You're still in control. So continue on.
Boom. Drop kick. That puts him down. I'm going to hit a knee drop. And so knee drop, roll, hit the rope. I'm going to do a flip senton onto him.
Flip senton,
So
nice.
combo.
Yeah, I like it. So yeah, in that case, we'll do the first. We'll treat them both as look rolls. So that's all right.
So it is a 10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
Knee drop.
Job done. Yeah.
Load up, you bugger. And it is a 10.
Lovely, lovely. So yeah, 2 10 rolls make good for Foxy, and that gives you +2 momentum. So you're well in control here, getting some offense on Kaiser.
Yeah. So you drop, flip senton, then so hit the senton. I'm going to pick him up. I'm going to send him into the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to set up for my knee. Run a knee bulldog combo.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll do the same thing again then. So two rolls on that one then.
Right on.
That's a 7. Yeah, so the first part hits, you go for the running knee. Shades of Alan there.
Where do you think you got it from?
Yeah. Learn from the best, baby. Learn from the best.
And a 7.
So yeah, so you get both of them working, so that'll do the trick. In that case, then, so he's still said that he's starting to feed up a little bit now from those two. So you're still in control though. In that case, he's still just kind of starting to get to his feet again.
Yeah. So bulldog, boom, that sends him down. What I want is for him to start feeding up, like as if he's getting up. I'm going to use after I hit the bulldog. I'm going to use bounce off the ropes for a jumping meteor.
Oh, love it.
Springboard meteor.
Yep, I like that. So yeah, give us a look roll on that.
Basically, just to say like, oh yeah, like you're getting up, I'm getting you back down.
And yes, indeed, that is the case. So the meteor connects, and he's back down on the ground. So
and if as I hit the meteor, his leg comes up, I pin him.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I like it. That'll do the trick. So a nice clean hitting. 1, 2. Kick out just before 3. Just before 3. So, but you're going to still be in control here, Foxy. So continue on.
So, meteor, boom, 1, 2, kick out. He's still. So he's still on the ground. What I'm going to do is I'm going to so he can feed to the ropes. I'm gonna go to send him off. He reverses. I'm gonna spring off the middle as if to spring back it and to land on his shoulders.
Oh,
so it's like a bounce boom on him and then reverse Rana.
Reverse Rana. Oh, I like that. I really, really like that. So, okay. I'm I'm going to treat that as 2 luck rolls. Okay.
Fair enough.
So yeah, so let's see if that work. You have 6 momentum at the moment, just in case you're wondering.
There's the
That's a
start
9.
anyway.
Okay, so you
9.
springboard onto his back. Right now, you need to hit the Rana.
Yeah.
An 11. That will
Get
do the
in there.
trick. Lovely, lovely stuff. So the Rana does the trick, and he flips onto his head. Job done. So Foxy, you're well in control again.
Boom. So with that, I'm going to climb up to the rope and I'm going for the Sky Twister.
Sky Twister. Okay, give us a roll on that. So
Please, please, please. Oh, just barely.
yeah, that'll do it. So you hit the Sky
That's a 7.
Twister. Yeah, it'll hit anyway. So you get that.
Sky Twister, I'm going to pin from there.
All right, so let's say then. So those guys are kick out.
Oh, yeah. He's going to kick out.
Yes, he does. 1, 2, well before 3. So he's gonna go like just a little bit of a power out. So let's go. So there's gonna be a bit of a separation here in this case. So Foxy, give us a spot.
So you have to kick now the Sky Twister. With enough power to send me a distance away. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go as if I'm setting up as if he's getting up with his back to me.
Yeah.
As if I'm going to go for the Destino. So if I fail, he can easily like take me from the Destino and spin me out and do something.
Yeah.
Just mess me up.
Okay.
Or I hit the Destino and go for a pin from there.
All right. That sounds good. So in that case, give us a roll so on that.
Yay!
A 9. So you're gonna hit the Destino. Job done. That will do the trick.
Pin!
So you're gonna go for another pin. Let's see if the Destino puts Kaiser away.
In that mofo.
1, 2. Kick out just before 3. Very close. Very, very close. And proof of concept there. Very, very close. So Foxy, you're still in control of this.
Just barely.
Mhm.
Right, so kicked out of Destino. Right, I'm gonna signal for it. It's like, right, that's it. It's time for the silver lining.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna set him up for the silver lining.
Okay. All right then. So give us a roll on that then.
Please. Oh, Jesus Christ.
A 7. Okay.
Just barely.
Just about. So you're gonna struggle to get to make it because again he's huge. So like
Yeah.
you're gonna make it maneuver him and eventually get him into the silver lining. So you're gonna go for a pin on that presumably.
Yes.
1, 2. Kick out just before 3 again. Just before 3. Very close falls. But again, the commentators chiming in going, well, folks, we've heard about this guy's toughness. He had a lot of roundhouse kicks last time we saw him, and he's eating a lot of massive big moves from Silver Fox here. But it's not enough. The silver lining has not put him away just yet. It needs to be more from Silver Fox's arsenal to put this big guy away.
So with it, it's just like it seems that everyone kicks out the first time. Like this move is not protected in the slightest.
No, indie fest.
It is indeed an indie fest.
Yes.
So with this, he's kicked out of it. Right, that's it. I'm going again. Let's go for number 2.
All right.
Hopefully.
Let's see how this goes.
I'm gonna spend 2 momentum,
Okay.
and that brings me up to 8.
Okay, so you're gonna make a hit. You're gonna hit it though. So you spend
Yeah.
some momentum to make that work, and you're gonna go for another pin. So again, kind of the same story. You just kind of struggle to make the move work because he's just the mass is conspiring against you, and he kicks out at 2 with a 10 count. So he's starting to kind of come back up now at this stage, and he's going like, right, I am sick of this cruiserweight nonsense. What does he do? He's going to go for his own finisher, which is a modified jackknife. So the jackknife, his kind of form of the jackknife, which he calls the Berlin Wall, by the way. So he kind of gets you up then, and basically what happens is he's going to lift you up, and essentially your feet are on his shoulders. So it's almost as if like you're in a standing position from that, and then slams you down from that. So it's like a height from it. But you are going to reverse that because he rolled a 6. So you have a chance to pull this. You have a chance to reverse this. So let's just say you're at the position now where you're at that body, you're at that powerbomb position, and he's just kind of lifted you that extra few feet where your feet are on his shoulders. So what do you want to do from there?
So if he's on his shoulders, so if he's going to go for a power bomb, I'm going to use the momentum and swing him through into a slide pin, like it's a Rana pin.
Oh, a Rana pin. Love it. Love it.
Nice.
Okay. Let's see if that works. Give us a work roll on that. +1.
Right on.
See if you can cinch it in.
Load. For some reason, it decides to stop. Finally.
10 with the 1
Yay.
+1. So yeah, that's good. That does the trick. So it's a nice locked in pin. 1, 2. One more. Kick out just before 3.
Very nice.
Just
Very
before
nice.
3. But it's getting close. You got him pretty good with that now. You really, really did. So we're going to go for 50-50 here, Foxy. Give us a spot.
So, obviously, like the Rana came really close. I used his momentum, so he's going to be a bit pissed. And this will allow him to get a bit sloppy, hopefully. So...
Yeah, panda.
Hey, Curtis, did you hear that?
Where did that come from?
Was that you?
So I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go as if I'm going for a crucifix. Now, if I fail, he can easily like just hold me and then do whatever he needs to. But
Yeah.
if it works, I want to go swing for the crucifix down into like a powerbomb position
Yeah.
and then do a short.
Okay. All right. So in that case,
Gotta get that indie stuff in.
absolutely indie rific here, Future Wrestling. Now, what Vladimir would like to do is he would like to throw you like a lawn dart into the ring post. That's what he would like to do. So,
So if he catches me, it's like, wah!
yeah, in you go. So that's what he'd like to do. So let's roll. Let's both roll on that. Let's see how that works.
7.
7. Vladimir got a
7.
4. So your spot works. Over. So you do. So talk us through the spot again and tell us where you end up after it. So you get your crucifix.
So as I'm going in, because like he's at the fail, I'm after hooking him, swing around, ran it, fucking destroyer. So with the momentum, he bounces up. So therefore, I get him and I go for the silver line now. So
All right,
basically like a combo.
I like it. In that case, give us a roll then for the silver lining. You have 8 momentum, by the way.
I won't need it. I got a 9.
You got a 9. That'll do. That'll cinch in the silver lining. On the 3rd attempt, can Silver Fox put Vladimir Kaiser away? 1. Kicked out at 1. He kicked out at 1. That was nowhere near enough. Vladimir Kaiser kicked out at 1. The 3rd silver lining of the night. And he just sits up, Jason style going, eee. So, but Foxy, you have a chance to come out of this, right? So he's coming out pissed. You have a chance to do something here.
So with it, it's like I'm looking at him and it's like, oh god damn it. Like, right, what do I have to do? So this time, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna bring now. There's gonna be a little shenanigans with the ref.
All right.
For this to work, but
okay.
Referee kind of checks on him. It's like, are you okay?
Yeah.
He'll push him. The referee's back is torn. While he pushes the ref, I'm getting ready and I'm gonna do a mist. A green mist. And while he hits, he turns his back, I hit Destino for the pin.
I like it. I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll try to treat it as a heel move. So I'll ask you to spend 2 momentum on that for the mist. So and then after that then we'll do a work roll for the Destino in that case. So give us a roll for the mist.
Cha-ching. Come on, load up. Fucking signal. Just fucking barely.
Wow, it's a good thing, yeah. So the roll works, so the miss works. So you spray it in Kaiser's eyes, and then you're gonna go for the Destino, which is a work roll.
I'm gonna spend 2
All right.
just to put me over. So that's that'll bring me to a
7.
9.
Oh, 9, yeah. So Grant, so you hit the Destino, job done, and give us a. Do you want to keep going on that one? Because the referee now is kind of back then and sees like
No, I'm pinning. I'm pinning from Destino.
a pinner from the Destino. 1, 2, and a kick out. Look at that.
Oh my god!
He's kicked out with that. Again, so now it's the same spot. He gets up. Now he has a green face on him. He's like, fucking Jesus Christ. Give me him. So he gets up. He feeds
It's
up.
the Hulk. It's
He
the
feeds
Hulk.
up. And as you can see, with an 11, he's going to go for the Berlin Wall. He's just going to, right, fuck. Boom! He hits it. He hits the Berlin Wall. Foxy, this is your chance. Give yourself a kick out.
Oh, please. Oh, thank Christ. Let's go.
1, 2, kick out just before 3. It was a massive power bomb, but you're still in the match. Foxy, we're going to go for the finish here.
Danger
Yes,
bar. Rah, rah.
So
This roll's going to be the finish. So
the fucking he's pissed. He's have to hit me with the Berlin Wall. Came crashing down. But it wasn't enough to put me away. So essentially, like, he's gonna go to pick me up,
yeah.
and I want to basically hook him for a small package.
All right, that'll do nicely. So yeah, let's just say he goes for his move again, and you're just gonna hook him in real quick like that. And again, he's gonna go for a second Berlin Wall on that. So comes down to this, Foxy. Can you beat a 6?
Oh, just by 1.
That'll do. So he's gonna grab you again, really slowly, really tactically. He's gonna go for he's gonna motion for the Berlin Wall again. Ribs you up. Your feet is on his shoulders. He's about to slam you down, but then you lock your legs in beneath him. You roll through, and you go for a small package. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Silver Fox. Well, folks, these battles are not getting any easier for Silver Fox. Pushed to the limits yet again, and look at the man. He is absolutely spent in the ring. He has done absolutely everything. And Vladimir Kaiser he's a glutton for punishment. We all knew that, but my God, 3 silver linings. 2 Destinos, not even enough to put the man away. He had to get him in a roll up, and Kaiser is obviously furious, but he's a beaten man once again, and so is Silver Fox by the looks of it. But yes, still your future world champion and still proving himself against some of the best in the world. So Fox, talk us through the afters.
So again, it is like I'm absolutely spent. Like he dominated when he did. Like even with my quickness, it's still like I couldn't put him away. So I kind of look at him, acknowledge his, like, he is good, but that's gonna be the recurring theme that everyone's gonna be a major challenge for me going forward, regardless. So I'm gonna keep with like still baby face. I'm just like, look, sorry for the miss. Like I'll offer the hand, just to like as a bit like, look, respect you for doing that. And if he wants to take it, he can. If not, he can probably beat the shit out of him. So.
Yeah. So he looks at the handshake and goes, he kind of like gives a smirk, which is very unlike his character. He doesn't smile. He's not a smiling guy. He just goes and rolls out of the ring. Just goes, well played, well played. So you've earned your respect in that count. So with that, then you're leaving the ring. I think it's fair to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you leave the ring, and the music plays out, and the commentators go, well, folks, we've had an absolutely incredible episode of Future Wrestling here. Some remarkable action from the Youngblood Tournament, Silver Fox and James Rage in action as well. And we're going to sign off here in another episode. Before you do, Mr. Silver Fox, please turn your attention to the screen. And we see it, and Mr. Pastor Fred Rose is on the Tron at the same pulpit he was earlier on and goes, Mr. Fox, I must say you have been absolutely impressive over the last couple of weeks. I, even myself, must admit that you are indeed championship material. But I've been able to secure myself one very interesting proposition for you. And as he says that, you see emerging from the shadows is Cutter. Next week on Future Wrestling, my instrument of salvation is going to put you to the test to see if you really are a champion. In next week's main event, if Cutter beats you, he becomes #1 contender, regardless of this folly with James Rage. One win brings him to defiance. We'll see you next week, Mr. Fox. And both of them fade back into shadows. So again, Fox goes, well, it's not gonna, he's just there going like, right, okay. And so folks,
Fox say?
But folks, it's not going to get any tougher than this. This is Cutter's second opportunity to try and earn himself a title shot. And yet again, Silver Fox now has to face a monster in the ring to prove his worth. Pastor Rose seems to have been able to get some politicking with Kyle Decker to get his client a gilt edge opportunity, it has to be said. But what will James Rage think of this? What will Selena think of this, of everything happening with Pastor Rose at the moment? We've been promised a face-to-face interview, a discussion of sorts next week. We'll see what happens then. We'll try and get more information to you over the week. But for now, folks, thank you very much for tuning in. And yes, we indeed can confirm it seems that Silver Fox will be facing Cutter in next week's main event. Until then, folks, we'll see you next time on Future Wrestling. Come on, pick up.
Who is this and what do you want?
Lisa, it's me, Decker.
Just who I wanted to hear from right now. Thanks for dropping me out last night. Good job on that. Trust you had put in me. Very nice.
Look, forget about that for a second, all right? I've just been out of a meeting with Rose and Vincent, and they're set out a program they want you to do with Jones. And look, I'm just going to call to give you a heads up on this because Rose is planning on talking about your personal life next week.
Sorry. What business is that of his exactly?
He says to me it'll do good to spice up the storyline, but at least I had to warn you because the stuff he's got on drawn up is just fucking wrong.
Is that right? Oh, well then, do tell exactly what has this sweaty fat fuck got on me.
He's planning on bringing up about your family, about how they're all big wigs and they all got rid of you because you dropped out of college.
Oh my god, that's so pathetic. So he has nothing to say about me as a wrestler, so he does a Google search and sees me dad owns a few houses.
That's not just it. Now, again, I don't know where he's got this, but he's claimed that you're an alcoholic.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, look, don't shoot the messenger, all right? I know it's horseshit. He's trying to frame it like you're some sort of failure, all right? That you couldn't follow in the family's footsteps, so you became a wrestler instead.
You're right, it's fucking horse shit. Me dropping out of a law degree has nothing to do with him or anyone else for that matter. It's shit. Like, I didn't want to do it. That's the end of. Like, I don't understand how he's making a big thing out of this.
Yeah. Look, I know all this, Lisa. You don't have to explain it yourself to me. Trust me.
And he's no right to call me an alcoholic. That's Adam. That's not fucking on, and you know it. Why are you allowing him to get away with this?
Believe me, I kicked up a stink about this when we were talking about it. I just wasn't being heard.
Maybe try a little bit harder next time when your talent has been slandered like this. For fuck's sake, what exactly does he think he can do this to me? Is this a woman thing? Is that what this is? Is this all about me being a woman?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just telling you the shit I've been told. But there's more. Look, it's not my position to know, and it's not for me to get involved in. But he's planned to bring up what happened between you and Wayne.
Fuck's sake. Oh, this is crossing a line. Adam, this is crossing a line now.
I know. He's he's making it out like your relationship broke down because of the alcoholism and some sort of fight over money. So I know that's not true. So I am.
That's nothing to do with this. I'm first of all, I'm not an alcoholic. We broke up. That was the end of it. He wanted me to move back home to Chicago. I want to stay. Look, this has absolutely nothing to do with anything but booze for some reason or money. I don't even know how to fucking comprehend this, but it's just, oh my God, what the hell is going on here?
I don't know. Look, for what it's worth, I absolutely do believe you. I know Rose is bullshitting about this.
And that creepy, to imply that I ruined a relationship, that's just fucking disrespectful. I'm going to kick the shit out of him next week.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not doing that.
No, you're not going to, no, you're not going to protect me here. I'll happily get done for assault if it means I get to lay a few punches into his smug fucking face.
Just listen to me for a second here, all right? He's calling a shot over this feud and thinks everyone is on board, or at least that I can get everyone on board. So he wants you and him to do this sit-down interview where he'll be just upsetting you even more to try and get a reaction. Superfuck thinks that him and Jones are the good guys in this. He's got it all wrong.
Oh, a pre-taped promo, you say? Awesome. Book me in. You can have me slapping the face off him on tape.
Lisa, no. There's more to this than that. They booked Wayne for next week. They have him as your mystery opponent. And I mean that literally. They didn't want you knowing this at all.
I can't do that at all.
Yeah,
no,
I know.
It's way too raw.
I know. I respect that. I really do. This is why I want you to no show next week.
Sorry, what? Why?
Because I need him to think that you've gone rogue, that you're refusing to do the storyline. You see, they don't have a plan B if you or Jones don't show up to a taping. So if, say, when the shoot comes out and you suddenly go dark, I can go to Vincent and say Rose has gone too far and needs to be reined in. It'll be a slap on the wrist for now, but I need to get through to Vincent first.
Okay, I like it. I like this, but I swear, Adam, I cannot be dealing with grief from him. Like, you better hope this network guy reins this fucker in, or else I'm walking. I'm gone.
This is why I'm doing it this way, so I can make them think that you have. If I can have these suits stressing over you, trying to call you for a week or two, thereabouts, then I can start pulling strings elsewhere.
Okay, all right. I'll go along with it. And Adam?
Yeah?
Pains me to say this, but thanks for letting me know. I know you didn't have to tell me this in advance, and let's be honest, I probably would have just walked.
I know you would have. It's probably what Rose wants, but fuck him. You know, fuck him. It's my show, not his.
Yeah, okay. Well, maybe show some balls next time, okay? And we'll talk soon, I guess. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Maybe.
See you in a couple of weeks.